The man locked his daughter inside the car. Then he went to the shopping mall with his first love and the woman's son. He carefully fanned the boy to keep him cool while his own biological daughter suffered inside the vehicle. The temperature inside the car rose to 50 degrees Celsius, causing the girl to show signs of dehydration. With the last bit of strength she had, she called her father for help. But the man coldly hung up the phone and continued enjoying his time with the child of his first love. As her tablet's battery was nearly drained, the girl finally called her mother. At that time, the mother was in a meeting. She answered the call and heard her daughter crying for help. Panicking, she asked for her daughter's location. But the girl fainted before she could answer, and the call was cut off. Her mother called back in a frenzy, but there was no answer. Everyone around her became increasingly concerned for the child's safety. Suddenly, the woman remembered that it was her husband who picked up their daughter that day, so she immediately called him. Meanwhile, the man was still with his first love. When she saw the call from his wife, she deliberately ignored it. The woman grew more anxious and asked her team for help. Everyone rushed out to look for the child. As she ran as fast as she could, she prayed that her daughter was still alive. Meanwhile, her daughter weakly knocked on the car window, pleading for help. The mother smashed the window in a panic. Though her hand was injured, she quickly opened the car door, desperate to save the daughter who had been locked inside for 5 hours. But when she looked at the girl, she was shocked. It wasn't her daughter. The next second, she was pushed to the ground. It turned out that the two people were the girl's real parents. They thought the woman was a kidnapper and even planned to call the police. The mother was devastated and heartbroken, suffering emotional breakdown. She screamed in anger at the careless parents, but they thought she was insane and quickly drove away. The woman sat on the ground in a daze, not knowing where her daughter was. Suddenly, her phone rang. Her assistant informed her that they had found her husband's car. The woman immediately ran to the parking area, full of hope as she searched for her daughter with her assistant. By then, the child was already extremely weak. She saw a familiar figure and whispered, "Mom," hoping her mother had finally come to save her. But the woman just walked past her. It wasn't her mother. Soon after, her real mother finally found her husband's car. Filled with urgency, she opened the car door. But what she saw was nothing. The car was empty. The mother collapsed in despair. Where was her daughter?